And why not? We're good with slings. I'm going to actually just pull my sling out. Look, this crab wants to... Well, we need to kill the ghost first. Because ghosts take your hit points. All right. And let's just hit this crab. Every time he breathes his fire, we got to get out of it. I'm going to switch back to my Evening Star, and then there we go. There's a centaur. I don't think he can even hurt us. We'll just quickly mow those guys down. Sometimes you get lucky, and there's just, like, enemies that are way too easy for the area, and you just say thank you to the dungeon gods that time. What you may notice me doing, if you're unfamiliar with this game, is I start fighting really fast. What that is you can push tab to auto fight, and that means like you're just going to attack the closest enemy. And it's something you can do if you feel extremely confident that you're going to defeat the enemy. It just helps you expedite fighting. Yes, I have, Booty Doo. And that's a great question. Actually, if you go to my Discord... Okay, Cassiopeia. Thanks for stopping in, my friend. Have a great evening. I'll let you know. I'll put it on a Discord if I plan to make a group for the tournament. I'll see what that entails, and I'll let you know. But speaking of the Discord, Booty Doo, if on the roguelike channel of my Discord, I have posted my RC file that I use for playing online. It's pretty simple, but it has a few changes, like auto butcher, which you won't even need anymore. Yeah, mine is very similar to Cassiopeia's in the sense that I like to adjust the delay when you're moving around, when you're auto-exploring. And my auto-fight stop is either 75 or 80. It's very, very high. The default stop for auto-fight is 50. And in my opinion, that's too low. It will cause you to die too quickly if you don't stop auto-fighting until you hit 50 health. Yeah, thank you, Cassiopeia. That is nice of you, my friend. And you can change many, many things in this game by adjusting your RC. It's one of the really cool things about the game is how much you can customize it. And none of those things are give you an advantage over another player, really. They're just like quality of life or settings. So it's all legit. It's not like you're cheating or anything. It's just changing how fast you move and when things trigger. Hey, the panda, my friend, how you doing? We're looking good. We just got our 3rd rune, and we're in the depths. I am looking to get a win with my last character in version 0.25 and then start playing on version 0.26. Yes, it is, Booty Doo. It is very hard to learn all the different keys. It becomes second nature after a while, but yeah, there is so many keys. Yes, Neo, it is really fun, and it's great that it's free, but it is brutal, and just don't even worry about the fact that it's overwhelming and hard, because I die in this game all the time, and I've been playing for years. Yes, I got my 3rd rune before I cleared all the way down to the bottom of the depths. I just went for it in Vaults 5 because I'm an Abyssal Knight, and my plan was to just corrupt it, and it worked out great. No, I actually didn't get the Abyssal rune. That's a great point, though, Panda, how easy it is for me to get the Abyssal rune. I just got I beat the bejesus out of the shoals because... No, I know what you meant, Panda. I had... a sling, and I was able to just basically dominate everything in the shoals with my sling. The snake pit was not that hard, and the vaults was pretty easy until 5. We had some close calls. I had to leave into the abyss and corrupt it, but it worked out. Yeah, I've got some beginner's guides on the YouTube channel, Neo. There's one for like if you've never played before, and then there's some for different combinations. Like I have a fighter guide, I have a caster guide, I have a ranger guide. Here's a juggernaut. This isn't fun. Uh-oh, I'm getting flanked. It's actually okay, to be honest. This is kind of where my vampiric weapon just carries the day. A distortion branded evening star would probably be better. Ooh, there's some artifact plate. Hey, HaAK, good evening, my friend. How you doing? Happy New Year. And also, if I haven't said it to you yet, everyone, Happy New Year. This is my first stream of 2021. I hope you're all doing well. I hope things are starting to look a little bit better. It is crystal plate that I'm wearing, Panda. It's +1 crystal plate. Let me go ahead and identify this. This +5 plate armor lets you go invisible, gives you strength, and lets you resist fire. It's actually not bad, but it's not as good as what I've got, so I'm going to drop it. What's crazy about this character, Panda, is that it's a Halfling Abyssal Knight, and I went into it with the plan of I'm going to be a slings expert. I'm still a slings expert, but now actually maces and flails has surpassed my slinging. And what ended up happening with this character is I got all this stuff for strength and slaying. So I have like +5 strength here, +6 strength ring, +5 strength or slaying on my gauntlets. So I'm just like a huge beast of a fighter with a 45 armor class. It's just crazy. I never thought I would be so tanky, but I am very tanky. Oh, HaAK, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, internet problems are the worst. It's funny. It's like I lived a large portion of my life, well, at least the beginning part of my life without the internet at all. And now it's like if the internet goes down, I just don't even know what to do. I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do now? All right. It is just a hornless minotaur. Isn't that funny? But I get all the cool abilities of the Abyssal Knight. Sweet, and I got an enchant armor, so we can throw this enchant armor on our crystal plate. And let's go up to 46 armor class. Let's just be even crazier with this character. Actually, before I do any more, I want to look at my inventory and look at my evening star. And, yeah, okay, I'm going to turn off maces and flails. I went way beyond what I should have gone on maces and flails. I'm at minimum delay. We're good. Let's go ahead and get back on armor, shields, and fighting. Pretty good. Pretty good. There we go. There's a nice hat, but my helmet is insane. I don't need it. I'm feeling really hungry. Let's eat some food. These are the last few times I'm going to be eating food, everybody. Once I start 2-6, food is out. Oh my. Okay, so here's Marjorie and a bunch of Hell Knights. So Marjorie is a lithe spellcaster in service to the powers of hell. So I went with worshipping Lugonu and the Abyss. And she's gone in the more demonic direction of being a Hell Knight. We need to take these down. I might very well just corrupt this, just for fun. There's honestly no need to do it, except for amusement. You know what, Panda? Actually, that is a great point. Thank you for mentioning that. I haven't done any dodging, and so it'll fly up, and it'll give me... I can boost this evasion of 9 up a bit, and that'll help me survive as well. Alright, let's go ahead and corrupt. Bam. It got scary. Let's see what happens when the powers of hell collide with the Abyss. I'm just going to teleport out. I'm not even going to stick around to see what happens here. Well, I put myself into a really bad spot, unfortunately. So, what do you do when you put yourself in a bad spot? Well, you dig. Oh, even worse spot. Alright. I'm just going to go into the Abyss and pretend that didn't happen. So, I almost got killed there. That's fun. Let's go ahead and drink a potion of curing. And then... Austin, you're right about that. It didn't look good. So sometimes you got to send yourself to the Abyss so you can heal up. And that's what I did. Look, everybody, it's Grinder. I banished Grinder to the Abyss a long time ago. You think we can take him? He's gone. Alright. I'm going to wait here for a bit. There's an orange demon. Let me just fire until we kill this thing. Thrashing Horror, whatever. Alright, now, Tentacled Star Spawn is actually something I'm worried about. So, let me just get this book and then move away rapidly from the Tentacled Star Spawn. Yeah, Ancient Zyme is no good either. I'm just going to keep moving. I'm going to drink a potion of haste, actually. I have a lot of them. 8, in fact. And I'm just going to run. And the point of this is I'm going to get pulled into a different region of the Abyss soon enough. Oh, well, not going that way, I'm not. Alright, let me quaff a potion of curing to get rid of this sickness. And then I'm going to have to read a teleport. Now, why am I doing all this, you're asking? I'm doing all this because I want to restore my hit points before I go back out. Because there's a... Exactly, Austin Byrne. But that's the great thing about playing an Abyssal Knight, is that I can leave at any time. I can use Depart the Abyss anytime I want to leave the Abyss. So getting sent to the Abyss is actually not that big of a deal. I'm using it as a place to recover, which is kind of perverse. Now, eventually I will teleport. There we go. And so when you get pulled into a different part of the Abyss like this, no one knows where you are for just a bit, so you can kind of rest. And I get pulled into another part, and I can take advantage of my anonymity to rest again. I can just go down into this little hidey hole, and now I'm full. So this is kind of what the point of going to the Abyss as an Abyssal Knight is, to get out of a tough jam and get yourself to a position where you are full health and magic, and then you can leave. Now, when I come back out, I will come back out exactly where I left, and there's going to be hard enemies everywhere. However, now I can simply use my scroll of teleportation and hope to get a better path. I'm going to blink away. Yep, this is great. Up here. And then I get teleported not too far away from where I just was up to here. And there's a bunch of ugly things, but to be honest, that's really not that bad. So I'm going to hide in this little spot and just fight these guys. My vampiric weapon should do pretty well. Now, I look like I'm hurt, but I'm actually not that hurt. It's mostly this flayed ghost. The flayed ghost takes temporary hit points away from you, but as soon as you kill it, you get them all back. So, we'll just kill it. This is a tough spot. There's a lot of tough enemies here. I'm actually going to dig. I'm going to use my wand of digging. No, flayed ghosts are terrible. Even when you are strong, Austin, they can take your hit points down, and although the flayed ghost itself can't kill you with its ability, if you get brought to 0 and the flayed ghost has your hit points, you die. So they can be terrifying. I'm going to use my wand of digging and just dig a passage back here. It didn't really work like I was hoping, so I'm going to try again and dig diagonally. Again, it didn't work like I was hoping. I was really hoping to get a nice, safe place to fight these guys in some kind of a hallway. This is probably as good as I'm going to get right here. The Yaktars I'm not concerned about. Okay, so I'm going to switch to my sling, and I'm going to take some shots on this guy for a moment, and he's dead. And then I can just switch back and start fighting these guys. I'm getting hit from the back by the Yaktar, but remember, if you look at their difficulty grading, these enemies are not that hard. The Hell Knights and the Yaktars. The Stone Giants are the ones that are scarier. And my vampiric Evening Star is allowing me to kind of just hit these guys and get my health back when I lose it. Now, you saw that Stone Giant. He's throwing these large rocks at me, which are very, very scary, and they can do a lot of damage. However, I have a 46 armor class and an 18 shield skill, so I don't take that much damage from them. Also, shout out to the Panda. We have been leveling up dodging at his request, and look, I've already gone from 9 to 11 evasion, so that's a huge increase for this character. It's something like a 25% raise. So we'll just keep punching these guys, and the Stone Giants eventually run out of large boulders to throw at you, and they become much easier. And we hit level 25, and we got an agility point. That dexterity point that we got may have actually helped us bump evasion up to 12. I don't know if it was our dodging skill or if it was that, but either way, great. And most importantly, what we did there was we survived being in a position where we were getting pounded on with Marjorie and her cadre, and then we teleported into an even scarier situation. We almost died. We went from 169 or roundabouts hit points. I leveled up, so I have more than I did. But we went from, like, let's say 155 hit points all the way down to 33 as we exited to the Abyss. We then used the Abyss as a sleeping point and came back at more strength. Now, I can't go to the Abyss anymore because my piety is too low. Going to the Abyss takes a lot of piety, but it's, again, it's an emergency ability. You don't really use it that much, so we're fine. I'm just going to obliterate these weaker enemies by holding down tab. They don't really stand a chance against me. Okay. Now, we are in the depths, though. Like I said, the depths are extremely difficult. And here is Sajobo. Sajobo is very hard. She's wielding a +1 triple sword of electrocution, which is scary. I don't have resist electricity at the moment, but I can quaff a potion of resistance. However, I only have one. What does Lugonu appreciate? Killing. Let me show you. Oops. Sorry. Oh boy. Lugonu likes it when you kill living beings, destroy the undead, kill demons, kill holy beings, banish creatures to the abyss, and destroy non-living beings. So Austin is asking, what can you do for the god that you're worshiping, in my case Lugonu, that will help you earn your piety back and unlock your end level abilities? In this case, like many of the gods in this game, simply killing enemies will satisfy them. Yep, they do. You're right about that, Austin. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to get Sajobu adjacent to me, and then we're going to have some fun. In the meantime, I have 32 charges of acid, but I'm actually going to use my Wand of Clouds, and I'm going to go down at Sajobu. Oh. Exactly, Panda. Sorry about my chat robot there, Panda. I have no control. Don't worry about it. You're in no trouble from me. That's just the automatic chat bot or whatever. Okay, I'm going to use my Wand of Clouds, and it made poison clouds through here, which actually did poison Sajobu, so that's great. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my Wand of Acid and send acid this way. And this is exactly what I wanted to happen. I wanted to corrode and poison Sajobu. That will make her much easier. Now, let's see what else. I could use Tremor Stones, which are good. The only problem with Tremor Stones are that they are very noisy, and I haven't completely explored this level, so if I were to start Tremor Stonesing, I would attract a bunch of enemies to this area, which is kind of not really what I want to do. So, I think I'm just going to keep pushing acid down here until this enemy of this Orb of Eyes dies. Now, they're still in the acid, or the poison clouds. The fire dragon doesn't care about it. It's fine. Okay, so Sajobu has, well, I'm still going to do this because this is my favorite thing, but I'm going to go ahead and quaff a potion of Berserk Rage. So I'm going Berserk, and this means that I can kill Sajobu very quickly, which I did, and then I'm going to go over here and kill this enemy also quickly, this enemy quickly, and we're just going to kind of fight enemies while we're Berserk. Berserking gives you extra hit points, makes you attack faster, and do more damage. However, while you are Berserk, you can pretty much do nothing else besides fight and move. It's very risky because you can't read scrolls, you can't use spells, but it was worth it in that spot because I just needed to kill Sajobu very quickly, and I did. Now I am not Berserk. Now when you come out of being Berserk, you get this, you're slow, which is the main issue, and you can't go Berserk again for a bit. But that's okay. I'm going to use my Wand of Clouds again, and we're going to go this time this way and put the Tengu in flames. Now, I'm actually standing in ice clouds, which is a shame, but I'm going to just fight and use my Vampiric to get myself righted, and then I'm going to step back. The flaming clouds will persist as long as I have them in line of sight, and then I'll use my Acid Wand this way to kill that Tengu Reaver. His battle sphere dissipates, and that is outstandingly good. Now, if you look at my map, because one of the things you have to do in Dungeon Crawl is always keep an eye on your exit. You need to know how to escape if things go sideways, because they often do. And remember, this is permadeath, so if things go too sideways, I lose the game. These magenta squares are staircases down on the minimap, and the teal squares are staircases up. So as you can see from what I have explored, the only way out that I have yet found is, in terms of going up, is here. Now, in a very dire situation, you can certainly go down the steps to an unexplored level if it's your only option, but it's not favorable. So I'm considering, do I want to keep fighting at this choke point, or do I want to start backing away and looking for the staircase out? I think right now what I'll do is I'm going to quaff a potion of ambrosia and just stand here for a second. Now, ambrosia is a potion that regenerates your magic and your health at a very rapid rate. However, it confuses you. So when you are confused, some things happen. First of all, you can't use your shield, so you'll see my shield skill drop to 0. And second of all, sometimes your commands that you input will not be followed because your character gets confused. So for example, if I tell my character to attack this centaur warrior right here, I might actually just walk over here because I'm so confused. But it wears off pretty rapidly, so I'm going to try to attack. I'm already not confused, so I got the full effect of the ambrosia. I'm fully healed, and we're out of that jam. Let's just...